I'm starting with my favorite French fig tart. I know, it sounds complicated, but it's really easy to make. And it begins with my favorite foolproof pastry. And this is all you have to do. First, I put 2 cups of flour into the bowl of a food processor fitted with a steel blade, plus a tablespoon of sugar and a ½ teaspoon of kosher salt. Pulse it a few times to combine. Then add 12 tablespoons of cold, unsalted butter in small dice. And pulse the machine 10 to 12 times until the butter is the size of peas. With the food processor on, pour a ½ cup of ice water down the feed tube. Then pulse the machine just until the dough comes together. Turn it out onto a floured board, knead it quickly into a 5-inch round flat disc, wrap it in plastic, and refrigerate it for exactly 1 hour. Okay, now rolling it out. I know everybody's scared of that, but it's not so complicated. So one of the things is I'm making a rectangle, and I keep the board really well floured and keep rolling it from the center out. I find rolling the pastry diagonally helps to keep the rectangular shape. And try and handle the dough as little as possible. I'm gonna cut it on the sheet pan. Okay. I'm just gonna straighten the edges. So it just doesn't have to be perfect, just has to be rectangular. I'm gonna refrigerate this while I get the figs ready. So this is how I prep the figs for this tart. I've got really big figs, which are just gorgeous. Take off the stem and just cut it in half. And they're big, so I'm gonna cut them in quarters. And now I'm gonna line the figs up in perfect rows. Okay, here goes. ½ cup of sugar, don't skimp. Just evenly sprinkled all over the top. Okay, into the oven, 400 degrees. I'm gonna rotate it once, just to make sure the pastry browns perfectly evenly. The tart's almost ready to come out of the oven, and I'm just gonna make a glaze, give it a really professional finish. So I've got about ½ cup of apricot preserves, a few tablespoons of water, and just stir that around just until the preserves melt. Okay, that's it for the glaze, and I can smell the tart, so I think it's ready. How gorgeous does that look? Wow. I just need the glaze and a brush. This is really easy. Just brush the top of the fruit really carefully, a little bit of the apricot glaze. So just dab it on. You don't want to brush it because you'll move the fruit around. So let's see if I can do this in one go. And do you think anybody will miss a little piece if I take it off? Nah, not a chance. That's really good.